Hello again. In Writing Words 1 today, we will be including the sounds th and l that we write in exactly the same way. We will also be including the short vowel sounds that we have covered so far. A, I, and O. Let's take a look at some words. The first word we have is thin. Do you remember making a thin book? The first one we made was about Sam. So, thin. How many sounds can we hear? Th. And we know it's th because our teeth are on our tongue. I, n. Thin. 3 sounds. But for th, when our teeth are on our tongue, we need 2 letters. Th is T and H. I is I and N is N. Thin. This to me seems like a good idea. Let's have a go at the word this book. Slightly different sound, but our tongue is still on our teeth when we say it. I, s. Different sounds, but the same pattern. Is TH, I is I, S is S. This. So thin was a slightly different sound from the in this, but our teeth were on our tongue, and that's what tells us we need the letters T and H. But you might prefer that book. Let's have a go at that. Again. A, t. That. T-H. A is A, T is T. And I do my crossing when I get to the end of the word. Let's have a think about a few more words. Path. This path looks like it might be going through the woods. In autumn, by the look of the leaves. Path. I can hear p. A. Th. And my teeth are on my tongue again. Is P. A is A. Th is T. H. Remember, you can work along with me, or you can pause the video at any time and come back to me when you're ready. Got another word now that sounds very similar to path. Bath. Same letter pattern. B, A, th, and my teeth are on my tongue again. B is B, A is A, and th is T, H. And I cross the T when I've finished. One more word, and it's going to be the same pattern with the th at the end. This is Kath. Now, Kath's name will need a capital, well remembered. K is capital C because it's her name. A is A and th is TH. And we cross the letter T when we've finished writing our word. Pith, all that white stuff when you've peeled an orange or a satsuma. Pith. Th. Our teeth are on our tongue again. P is P, I is I, and F is TH. There we go, dotting the I and crossing the T. This is Bob Smith. But we're just going to write his surname, his last name, Smith. Let's think about the sounds. S, M, I, F. So which letters will we need? And what else do we have to think about? Smith is a name, so we need a capital S for the sound S at the beginning. M is M, I is I, and F is TH again. And the dotting and the crossing is done when we have finished our word. Oh, we have 2 moths. Sometimes people say moths, but as we spell f and in exactly the same way, it doesn't matter. Moths. M, O, f, s. We've added suffix s because there's more than one. M is M. O is O, F is TH, and S is S, to show the reader that there is more than one. Okay. Now, the moths have moved over because we're going to have another word that looks like moth, but we have a different sound. Both moths. B, O. There's a long vowel sound. And then F. Both moths. Now, I could have put this in with our first sound spelling or our strategy word workout, but I've put it here because sometimes we might use the fact that words look very similar to remember the words that have something extra to remember. Both. I can hear B, so I write a B. I can hear O, and I write an O. I can hear Th, and I write TH. And it's a something extra spelling, because usually if we hear O in the middle of a word, we spell it in a slightly different way. And maybe both moths will be the way you'll remember it. Maybe you will remember it by thinking about poor Mo with his 2 sacks of mail. You might think poor Mo with both of his sacks has the most post. Is that letter O again being used for the sound O, which is a something extra to remember? You decide on the strategy that suits you best. And you could put out your cards. We have 12 letters now. See how many words you can write using the cards this time. I can hear th, so I'm going to put out a T and an H. I, I'm going to put out the letter I and N, the letter N, thin. You could change it to this. You could swap the letters over and have a character from a film. Sith. See how you get on, and thank you for joining me.